Hey everybody, Stephen Gilbert here with our special guest Todd, who has a lot of money he just spent on, what is it, Todd?
Phantom 4 Pro.
Phantom 4 Pro. So he's going to open it up, we're going to look at it. He's new to drones, very new to drones.
Very new to drones.
So what best way to do it?
Like to do video stuff.
Yeah.
Use my camera now, so.
Yes, exactly. So let's start it up.
Gonna learn on drones, learning on smaller drones, and spend a lot of time with this on learning mode. So I bought a package off of Amazon. Okay, stop.
Stop. Don't kill yourself.
116 gig current battery is installed in the drone.
Oh, okay. They put
Never travel with your drone's batteries installed because they are LiPro batteries. Alright, 1 battery, 2 batteries, 3 batteries. We're assuming one's in the drone since they said that. Multi-charger. Here's a couple of 64 gig Evo cards, which we'll need to run through my tester to see if they're actually fast enough to write a 200 megabit writing. I don't want to deal with dropped frames.
It looks like those are prop guards too.
Prop guards, an SD card reader. I don't know, these things cost like $2, yeah. So all the people package them with anything you buy, including video camera garbage that you buy off of there. Oh, look at this. I've got 3 Samsung 64 gig cards. So
nice. We'll
hope these work. If they don't work, I'll use it on one of my other cameras that doesn't have a high bit rate. So no loss there either way. This is Kuzam put this package together and sold it. So we'll see how that goes. The lens wipe there. I've got that covered. These are little deflectors they put in there that are supposed to give you range extension. I don't know. We'll see how that works. Hey look, they included another lens wipe.
Wow, yeah, tons of lens wipes.
So these puppies, I guess, tear off protective film. So these sit on top of the antennas and give you a little parabolic reflection for your...
So turning omnidirectionals into directionals.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll see if that works any good. It's a lot cheaper than that one drone place that will modify your controller for 500 clams. Of course, you know, if you want to go 5 miles, I guess that's the way to go, but do you have the battery power to go 5 miles?
There's a few cheaper ways I can go 5 miles, but yeah.
Oh look, I got a DJI lanyard.
That's not a lanyard, that's a...
It's a
BDSM.
Harness and a lanyard thing.
BDSM
well, that's good.
Strap.
I'll take that. That's good. You get older, you know, back pain becomes a thing, no matter what you're doing. Shove that in there. Alright, I'll get that later. Dear valued customer, blah blah blah. Alright, big thank you, and I'm sure they'll be emailing me later and driving me crazy to rate this on Amazon.
Yelp.
Okay.
There we go.
UPS label thing.
It's a box within a box.
This is it. It's a nondescript box. Cathay Pacific Airways Limited. So this puppy came from, well, wherever it was manufactured, I suppose.
Looks like they've opened it once.
It came in through JFK. The serial number. Well, it's got the Phantom Pro serial number and UPC on the side. So I assume probably this thing came in a big old container full of these puppies. This is their security seal here. Right. Ah, here we are. The meat. Alright. Save that for later. The reason you buy off of Amazon is if it's fucked up, you just send it right back. No problem. So, Phantom 4 Pro.
Sweet.
A lot of discussion over what drone I would get for doing video stuff, screwing around. This is the Apple of drones, so.
I definitely think you're better off getting this now than a 5 later, than when the 5 is still buggy, you know.
Yep. If the 5 even comes out, you know, or what's going to come out, the Inspire 3, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe things will get to the point where I'm good enough with this, and I'm doing enough stuff with this, and then Inspire 3 comes out, and maybe that's my next jump, and I don't need to worry about a Phantom 5, depending on what my needs are. People will watch this video and go, well, what does this need to be? It's for me to know and you to find out. So this is kind of cool. All my investigating and videos, oh my god, hours of videos, watching other people's stuff to make my decision. I like that I like it comes in a, it's kind of a super durable version of styrofoam, and then there's a latch here, and there it is. This back rubberized latch thing will never ever last, but that is it right there.
Wow.
Brand new, brand freaking new. The last person to touch this was little Chinese laboring children that probably got paid 10 cents a month to build this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to edit that out.
Gonna take that out right now. Don't need that in there. Let's see. So
You got partial charges on
it's
them.
in storage charge. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Wow, that's much smaller than I remember. I'm still used to the 350 QX. Wow, these are so much tinier.
Sensors.
All sensors.
All the sensors. You know what? I have this thing about forgetting to pull the plastic off of important things like sensors. Pull off
The remote
right.
doesn't work. Oh, that's why.
Yes. Pull that off.
That's a lot tinier than I think. That's about half the size of the Blade Coroma, which was one of its competitors a few years ago, and smaller than the 350 QX. You should measure that prop to prop in diameter and see what the millimeters is eventually.
I was just watching someone this weekend fly a 3 that they bought off of eBay, and they were flying it okay, but they crashed it. Situational awareness. They hit a power line and broke a propeller, and that was the end of that.
Yep.
And they said they only cracked their lens and dented their gimbal. Well, what good is this without that? I might as well just have an FPV
It's just a
drone.
toy.
So there's a cover here and a brace, which is interesting. I looked exhaustively to see what this thing shipped with, and it didn't say that, so I bought that off of Amazon. Something similar that I guess I don't need, so I'll be sending that back. It's still in the box, so that's that. So that goes on there. And the controller, shiny and new. This reminds me of Space 1999. It was a British sci-fi show in the 70s and 80s. Everything was white, as was everything nice and clean. Let's see what we got here. Some plastic around this. Slide off. Nope.
While you're fighting that, I'm going to pull up the drone.
Yeah, go ahead.
For people to see it on the camera. All the sensors and everything.
Okay, so this apparently. No, okay. Well, alright, I guess this is put together in a way that when they manufacture this, the plastic sheeting is through the brace that the tablet holder has. So we'll just cut that off, set that aside. But here we go. Lots of things to peel. It's like a banana. It has a peel. Yeah. So yep, so that's that, and I have most of a charge there. And here we have.
I want to look at it.
Go ahead. Yep.
The biggest thing, like you always see FPV people say, is how the sticks feel. And I don't know, they feel really weird. They feel really springy. I don't think most FPV pilots would like that spring back. But, you know, this is not for that.
2 sets of propellers. They do have plastic to peel off on them, so that'll
Plastic
be something.
on the propeller?
That on the hubs, yeah, that'll be something to pay attention to. So they are marked with black rings and silver rings, and they are marked here with black rings and silver rings. So,
well, also like I said, these spin to blow air in. Those spin to blow air in that way.
Just to show about, it's a pretty big properella there. fair bit more expensive than the little dinky ones I've been flying so far. And of course,
a decent sized charger with a special plug
charger for the remote and one battery.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing that bank over there, I can just plug this in. Allegedly, it will charge the batteries in succession, one at a time. So,
well, if it's like the RC charger you bought, it should charge them all at once together. And hopefully, if they made adapters for that, you could charge it on your 300 watt.
Possibly.
You could charge all three at once. That would be nice.
They are Light Pro, so I'm never ever going to walk away and let them charge. I'm going to be wherever they are charging or take it off charge and finish it later because it's just not worth it.
There's also LiPo-safe bags that if they go, it keeps in the flame at least, but you still get smoke everywhere.
Yeah,
I've only had, in my years of doing this, which is not many, like 3 or 4, I've only had one LiPo fire, so.
DJI Care Refresh, which is probably well worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, so what's that other one? That's the fly safety?
So safety fly card.
So they give you a little card to tell you, all the basic rules. Don't be an idiot. Know before you fly.
What comes in the kit? Hey, here's what comes in the kit. The Phantom, the controller, the propellers, a battery charger, a battery charger cable, the gimbal lock lens cover, and a micro SD card. So I don't know where.
So it has its own micro SD card.
It does have a card in it. Let's see.
And you got the 3 the nicer ones.
This is a SanDisk Extreme Pro.
That's good.
16 gigs. So this thing will have the bit rate that is needed for 4K, 100 meg. If all of the testing is to be believed. So let me not put that in.
I have one of those in my 4K camera, and I've had it stutter before. So
micro USB port. I assume that would be for updates and such.
Your programming or stuff like that.
Yeah, that's it's got the sensors on the sides. It's got the sensors underneath. No top sensors at all. I believe you have to go to an Inspire 2 to get that if you're going to buy a DJI product.
What would be the point of the top sensors on a
well, flying amongst trees and things perhaps. If you're going to follow somebody and on a bike or something, you don't want to go up accidentally or hit something or through a tunnel perhaps.
Yeah.
And then just all the quick start guide and so on and so forth. But I'll read through this. Of course, there's a lot of programmable buttons on this for camera control and such. Gonna want to make sure I have, there's buttons down here and stuff. So if you're a gamer, they're down here. There's a push-in roller here. There's a button here, a button here.
Yeah, probably a lot of that on the top is controlling your gimbal.
Let's see here.
Probably the rollers would be gimbal.
Smart mode switch. So I'll figure out what that is before I.
Yeah, smart mode, I mean, they go into different variations of complete control over the drone, or it keeps its orientation versus turning it whichever way you want it to go.
And this is not for sport flying, so this is exactly the thing. Come on up, we're recording, but come on up.
Yeah, a little bit. Be on YouTube.
I'm on the second floor porch and friends walking by while we're recording this. So basically it's all the poop on what to do here for settings and such. So there's a little bit of reading to be done before I take something this expensive and throw it to the trees.
Yeah. A typical YouTube video would be the next scene of us, okay, we've played with it for 5 minutes, let's throw it outside and fly it. And then after that, oh, it's in a tree now.
Well, this thing has learning mode for a reason, and I don't think, no matter what kind of drones you're used to, it doesn't hurt to take something you haven't played with before and fly it the way that they at least told you to. I mean, what's it going to cost me? A little bit of time to be safer and know that the thing's not going to just fly off into traffic or chop up somebody's, I guess it would, anything. Some small dog, whatever. I don't have a dog, so. As I say that, the neighbor's dogs begin fighting and playing.
So you're pretty, you like the package and what you got for it?
I think this is really cool. I did buy a case for it. I bought about a $160 case that will let me store it with its props on. That's downstairs. I didn't bring that up for the video. But when we get going with this, we want to make another video about that. Happy to review that as a guy who's new to this drone and new to how to store this drone and so on. But yeah, there we go. My next big deal will be to get the app on my tablet, go through this, make sure it has its updates, charge a battery for it so that it can sit and update itself correctly. Leave the props off during all that. There's no reason to put props on this thing in the house. Don't need that hassle. Don't need stitches or an eye patch or anything else that could happen. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Cool. Well, we're gonna say that's pretty it for the unboxing. Thank you guys for watching this.
Maybe we'll do a follow-up video of like learning mode with this thing or something.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We'll definitely give you a in-tree shot mode when he crashes it. So thank you guys and have a good evening. Like and subscribe. And thank you from Steven
and Chelsea.